Hi everybody and welcome to this qualifying round guide video for Expert Division in the Full Major 2022 here on the channel. If you're enjoying the content, which is of course totally free here, it would mean the world to me if you could give me a thumb up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this course and how you're getting on. It really does help me out. Please subscribe as well, totally free to do so, and get that bell button switched on. As you know, there is a new game mode being teased by Golf Clash. We'll have more news here very soon on that, so be sure not to miss out. Plenty drops here and some tweaks and adjustments for anything that I didn't quite drop. And as with all free content here, and indeed any content that you may be watching, always advised to take a token or two, try out the shots, get a feel for them, put tweaks in or adapt them to your playstyle or club level as well. Loads of details coming up, get your pen and paper ready. And let me know how it goes for you here on the Full Major in this lovely Yongsan Gardens course. Here we go then, hole number 1. On the first hole, we're going to play a no movement target shot with our sniper. With a Kingmaker, we're going to go with 0.4 top spin and 1 bar side spin to the left. We do no movement here because it's very difficult otherwise to find the position. There's literally no references you can use on that island. The adjustment is mid plus 25. Power 3 settings, as always with these par 3s in Expert. It does help if you can keep the wind below 8 miles per hour, so if you get a wind above 8, I'd consider switching to a wind 4 ball if you can. So mid plus 25, power 3, no move target, perfect ball away, and subject, of course, to wind angle tweaks. We drop this one nicely for a hole in 1. Hole number 2, we're going to play on the right-hand side. APOC and Kingmaker, 5 top spin, 3 left spin, and at P3 max rest position, add your spin and then have the ball guide there approximately 1/3 on the fairway from the left to the right. That is obviously with APOC 5 plus, you'll be at max. We're going to adjust max plus 10 here. If you've got APOC level 4, then you will set up at max P3 as well, but after you've adjusted, you will need to push up 6 yards to compensate for the slightly less driver power on that level of club. Perfect ball away, no curl, just a standard shot, and the spin will take us nicely towards the top left of the fairway, not threatening the rough, but towards the top left corner. Drive distance around 380 to 385. Second shot here, mistake on the notepad, apologies for that. Blue fringe check plus 10, not yellow. So blue fringe check was plus 6, yellow was plus 9. I did 2 references here. So on the notepad, it should be blue fringe check plus 6 equals 70, so not yellow. Adding 2 bars of left spin, find the funnel, move left and right to get that ball guide to the pin. Make sure in the middle of the funnel. And then we're adjusting here for a blue fringe check of plus 6, 70% slider, 10% elevation. And look at the wind arrow here. We're going with a small 1159 pull. Okay, small 1159 on the pull on this one, just to counteract some of the wind effect that we deal with on this shot. Perfect ball away, catches the funnel very nicely here, bounces in the rough, and rolls down towards the pin for an albatross here on the second hole. Hole number 3, going to suggest you play on the right-hand side. Nasty wind angle here, but still a very simple method to get the eagle. Just before plus 1 with APOC 5 and above, 1 bar of top spin, 2 left spin, and that is going to be just before plus 6 with the APOC level 4. Adjust max plus 10, it will take us into overpower here, especially with APOC 4. Only minor OP though with APOC 5 and above. We adjust into 1 ring of overpower, so I'm going to add just basically where the circle breaks, so it's just a little bit more than 1 ring. Take a token or 2 because a lower wind, you may not need the overpower. Higher wind, you'll need more. Don't overdo it though. Is my advice, because we don't want to push this too far. Here is absolutely perfect. Drive distance 310 to 315 is going to be okay. Second shot, we're going to play rings from min. So find the min line with the thorn and then push up 5 at a time. There's 5, there's 10, and then a couple more. Get the first bounce on the green, basically, because the fringe is glitchy. Ball guide through the hole, then I would add half a bar of backspin. and then I'll give you a zoom in here. You will see once we've added spin, the tip of the ball guide is just through the back of the cup, there you can see. And then we're going rings from min plus 20, and it's 1% slider per ring. Here I pushed up 13 rings from min. So we're going to play this one 13% slider, 20% elevation, power 3. Final part of the equation, all importantly, pull over the bullseye here to replicate what I do in the video. So over the bullseye, rings from min, 20% elevation, perfect ball away, and this is going to have a very good chance for a drop following a successful drive, bouncing nicely on the green and falling beautifully for an eagle on the third hole. On number 4, playing a rough bump. 3 bars of side spin to the left is all you need. Once again, try and keep the wind below 8 miles per hour. Add your spin and then set up here and look at the ball guide. The tip of it's going to the beginning of the back fringe, ball guide through the hole. A little bit of the red ring outside the rough, so there's a few references there. Once we've found our position, adjustment here, mid plus 15, power 3 settings. So mid plus 15, power 3. 7.8 wind is going to be, for me, in this one, 8.2 rings. And then here I go with 2 clicks of overpower, hardly any, but just a couple of clicks there, have the ball touching the bottom teeth. Otherwise, you may hit the rough a little bit too low. You're still going to have a putt for the birdie, but you want to try and get the speed right, and it is crucial. Otherwise, you'll miss slightly on the left or the right. So 2 clicks of OP in that wind angle. You've got to get an eagle on hole 5. We're going with APOC here, 5.8 topspin only. We're going to play on the final fairway pad. At P3 max with APOC 5, just aim as shown there, ball guide pointing down the middle of that section of fairway. Then we adjust max plus 10. Note that if you are using APOC 4, you will have to push into OP around 1.7 rings to find your position. We adjust there and max plus 10. With APOC 5 and above, I'm pushing up. It's 1 ring with APOC 5 and 6. Different rings with APOC 7 and 8, of course. APOC 4, you will need to push up as well as the 1.7 rings you used. So for APOC 4, I would push up approximately 2.5 to 3 rings. Then we take our shot, and the top spin takes us very nicely to the side of the green, around 380 yards. It's going to leave you a simple end bringer, no spin method chip, and you can see there it's just below mid distance, but always measure it yourself. If you don't know about the end bringer method, check out my Academy tutorial video, Quickfire Endbringer School. You can learn it in only 4 minutes. So around 48-50% slider this one, but like I say, always measure it yourself, but a brilliant opportunity for an eagle on this hole. Hole number 5, par 4, it will be a must eagle, I would imagine. On hole number 6, we're going to use the rock because I want accuracy and ball guide. We're going with 4 bars of topspin, and with the rock level 8 setting up at max, P3 with the ball guide just aiming in the distance to that olive green coloured tree. You will be at plus 15 with the rock level 9. Then we adjust here max plus 10, rock level 7. You will need to push up after you adjust, try and aim as best you can. With rock level 7, you need to push up 5 yards. And then we're going to take our shot, max plus 10 here then with the rock. Perfect ball away, and we want to get to a fairly specific region of the fairway. Bounces nicely over the water. Drive distance here is going to be in the region of 355 yards. Second shot, we're going to play true club distance plus 30% elevation. 1 bar back spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Add your spin first, and then find our position, and you want to look at the tip of the ball guide. I'm going to give you a zoom in. You'll see it's just pointing at the 2 green square columns, a division in the 2 columns. I'm going to zoom in again because I just move it over. It's just pointing there. You can see where those squares join, the dark green square column to the light one, obviously offsetting deliberately to the left. True club distance, so plus 1 is 72% slider, plus 4 is 80% slider. I'm pushing the rings here, otherwise the trees will be in the way. I push 4.5 rings at a time, but everybody has their own methods. So 30% slider, look at your landing position plus yards here to get your slider. Like I said, +1, 72% slider. Perfect ball away with our our true club distance +30. Rolls nicely onto the green, and we drop this one for a very nice albatross on hole number 6. This shot may not be for everyone on hole number 7. It's very aggressive, and a great ball either side could end up in hazards, so be careful. You have been warned. 3.5 topspin here. 2 bars left spin with a luminary at power 5 max rest, half of the blue ring inside the rough with APOC 5 and 6. Then we adjust max +10, power 5. It's going to take us well into overpower. Regardless of that, this is a full blast shot. Shaky needle, so again, only play it if you are comfortable. Take a token or two. In high wind, I would recommend you go with a wind 4 ball if you can. 3/4 ball curl to the left, full overpower, full needle speed. Try and hit perfect. If you don't fancy it, then there are other routes to investigate, but this is a fun shot if it goes well. First bounce on the fairway, second bounce on the island, and it rolls to the green. You could even go with a bit more topspin and a bit more curl if you want to pursue the hole-in-one. Good luck. Hole number 8 here, we're going to go with 4 bars topspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, and it's at P3 max with APOC 5+. Half of the blue ring inside the rough there with APOC 5 and 6. Don't worry about the ball guide. Then we're going to adjust max +10. If you've got APOC 4, you will need to push into overpower 1.7 rings to find your position. Ring references will vary depending on club level. Be sure though, if you have APOC 4, to push up that amount of rings afterwards. Full overpower, slow needle, perfect ball away, no curl, and we bounce nicely in the middle of the fairway, over to the next piece of fairway, and then it just curls round slightly to the right with the natural slope at the land. Drive distance is 406. Second shot, going to play a rough bump. There is plenty of rough to aim at, so I think this should be absolutely fine. But again, if you don't like rough bumps, just play a bounce down shot instead. Top of the white ring touching the fringe gave me a reference of +8 with sniper 10. You will need a sniper 10 on this one though, unfortunately, due to top spin. 6 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, ball guide just through the hole. Now for a +8 fringe check with the top of the white ring. I played this one 1-on-1, which is exactly mid +10. Does need a little bit of a tweak here, so I'm giving you the information that I used. Try and zoom out, but get a good shot of the rings, because that tree gets in the way when those leaves blow. So try and adjust as accurately as you can. Like I said, I went mid +10 here. Might just need to tweak it slightly though, but it's something for you to work with. I think the rough bump is the way forward. Just missing though to the right hand side here on hole number 8. Very tricky par 3 to finish with. Very close to dropping this one, but didn't quite get there in the end. 4 backspin, 3 left spin. Add spin first, and then have the red ring touching the rough, and the ball guide pointing at the junction of those green squares. So a couple of references there, with spin added, of course. Adjust max +15, power 3 settings, grizzly 9 numbers, regardless of the club level you have. 2 pulls over the bullseye. Okay, 2 pulls over the bullseye. And then we're going to take our shot. You need a bit of curl on this one. I go with half wall curl to the left. Just needed a few more clicks though, unfortunately. This one will need considerable wind angle tweaks, depending on what wind angle you get, of course. Almost getting in there, just missing on the right-hand side. A few more clicks of curl, we'd have had that in on hole 9. Thank you very much for watching this full major video here on the channel. Hope you found it useful. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this new course and how you are getting on in your games. Finally, join us over on Facebook. Over 11,000 members on the BK Golf Clash Facebook group. There's loads of other content creators sharing their shots, tips and guides on there. Totally free to join and free to enjoy their content as well. There's also some brilliant discussion points. If you've got anything you need help with in the game, ask around in the group. Loads of members that will help you out regardless of your skill level. Thank you for watching and good luck. Bye for now.